Succeeded by Thompson second.
I could do Swaggies.
Yes, please. That'd be lovely.
It's an Alistair Hewlett song. Really should have guitar, but I'm not playing guitar.
And I'm in
Well, I sing it unaccompanied with it,
Right.
anyway.
There's your guitar here.
Yes, but
that would have required more practice than we currently have time for.
What was the name of it?
it's actually called The Swaggies Have Waltzed Matilda Away, if you want to look it up. You came to this country in fetters and chains, outlaws and rebels with numbers for names, and on the triangle were beaten and maimed. This repeats. Blood stained the soil of Australia, dukeys and duchesses, flash lands and floors. You worked their plantations and polished their floors, lived in their shadow and died in their wars. Blood stained the soil of Australia. Does it quicken your heartbeat to see tar and concrete cover the tracks of the old bullock dray? Have you grown so heartless to christen in progress when the swaggies have all waltzed Matilda away? Driven like dogs from your own native home, hardship and poverty cause you to roam over the bracken and over the foam. Blood stained the soil of Australia. Then in the fever for fortune and fame, you caused the poor blacks to suffer the same, imprisoned on missions or hunted for game. Blood stained the soil of Australia. Does it quicken your heartbeat to see tar and concrete cover the tracks of the old bullock dray? Have you grown so heartless to christen in progress when the swaggies have all waltzed Matilda away? It's 200 years since you came to this land, betrayed by the girl with the black velvet band, and still to this day you just don't understand. Blood stained the soil of Australia, Korean, white, old, Australian and new, brothers and sisters of every hue. The future is ours, take the wealth from the few, and raise a red flag in Australia. Let it quicken your heartbeat, the road at your own feet. Travel it lightly and travel it well, and don't speak of success or christen in progress till the swaggies have all waltzed Matilda as well. And don't think of success or christen in progress till the swaggies have all waltzed Matilda as well. I should explain that my Alistair Hewlett voice is because I missed the dose of my asthma because I'm sick. It takes it down an octave.
Yes, that was Alistair Hewlett.
Yeah, very. I know.
Now, I'm just going to go around and just see if anybody's ready.
I'm
You're
not
ready?
sliding, yeah,
Wonderful.
because I've got something that relates kind of to a bit before John's very rich musical career. And I was talking to Nicole yesterday. I hadn't seen Nicole since John left us, so I was offering my condolences and just told her a little yarn about when I knew John back in the 80s. And she asked me to come here today and tell the yarn. And when you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, like I did this morning, and you don't want to get up and rattle the pots and pans because your fellow campers will get, those that have been jamming all night and fiddling around, you'll get mighty
It's a
annoyed with
punishment
you.
for them.
Yeah, well, fair enough. So I turned it into a poem, and Sue Whiten and Ross Clark there and a few other people have encouraged me with some of the humbling words I've played around with in the last couple of years. This is called The Parsley Thief. It was back in the 80s. Squirrel's vegetarian restaurant was the fashion. A great bunch of people came together, each able to share their own passion. There was Vicky who loved baking, Tony a chef who worked in gay party, Michael who designed bridal gowns by day, and then there was a waiter doing his law degree. A bohemian type, John Thompson was his name. And little did he know back then, it was not scales of justice, but other scales that would bring him fame. He always had something funny to say as he waited on the diners. And then he'd cruise back into the kitchen and sing to us. Then he'd come back and sing to us in the kitchen. Each week, his voice becoming finer. He would sidle up beside me as the evening meals I was doing. Wait for the right moment and steal some parsley garnish that was just right for the chewing. Now, that was a while ago, and to keep track of the years can be quite a feat. I just want to say it's been a great pleasure to follow John's career and achieve success with Nicole and Emma in Cloud Street. Thank you.
I'm just writing down what we do at this session so I can remember for next year.
Go.
Roger!
Speaking of the 80s, reminded me, I don't know if I can do this justice, I haven't heard, I think, since I last heard John sing. First song I heard him sing. 70 hours of misery, 50 weeks of pain, 6 days a week of slavery for some rich boss's gain. They found gold in Australia, if rumour has it true. I'll work for 70 hours, I'll be a rich man too. This flag of blue and silver star says we're prepared to die for our right to freedom beneath the southern sky. This blood of those brave working men who did not count the cost flows strong and red forever beneath the Southern Cross. Walked 100 miles, walked the rocks and clay, 6 days a week of slavery, no gut, luck, no gold, no pay. 70 hours of misery and licence tax to pay. I saw the diggers raise the flag, I heard the diggers say, this flag of blue and silver stars says we're prepared to die for our right to freedom beneath the southern sky. The blood of those brave working men who did not count the cost flows strong and red forever beneath the Southern Cross. Men held guns, not shovels, poor men forced to fight. The soldiers came and shot them down to prove they had the right. But we who carry on the fight remember what it cost to raise the true Australian flag, our flag, the Southern Cross. This flag of blue and silver star says we're prepared to die for our right to freedom beneath the southern sky. The blood of those brave working men who did not count the cost flows strong and red forever beneath the Southern Cross. Beautiful. Just to play games how Alan sang that.
No, I don't think you mean foreshore.
No, not foreshore.
Yeah, in banjo.
Yeah.
Banjo.
Bloke used to
I'll have
play
to go
games
back.
when John sang that, yeah.
I'll go back and work it out.
If
I'm
anybody,
coming up with Alan Sandow, who's from Sherbet, so I think I've missed
if anybody doesn't know Roger and you need the words to the song, Roger is a walking encyclopedia, quite literally, of the words of the song.
So I got Mark Smith to digitise my No Right Turn cassette. I got a master from Roseboro, and so I've got few copies of the CD, which is what that's from, No Right Turn, that album. So if anyone who goes back that far would like a copy, let me know.
Who have we got? Who's ready? I would like to do something. Yes, to the left.
If I can remember it. It's a song that always makes me remember John, because he was with me in a session at the Broadway Hotel when the session was there. And he'd been to the toilet and I was singing an accompanied song. And he came and sat next to me afterwards and went, "I'm so glad I was in the toilet for that one." I thought, "You rude prick." And then an hour later I went to the toilet and discovered that the male toilet at the Broadway Hotel, back onto the session area, is lined with old
And you can actually hear
tiles. It is fantastic. It's like having your own private speaker system. And then I knew it was actually a compliment. Because now they have a pee and there was crystal clear.
Compliment to drop though.
But I'm not sure I've sung it
Couldn't
since.
get away from you, could you?
I'll try and remember it. Apologies if it's not all in there. I sang my song at Hastings Battle to praise the deeds of Charlemagne. I sang of Arthur and of Roland, that men remember their great fame. I sang to rouse a sinking nation, that king and men might never yield. But when the battle cry was over, we all lay dead on Hastings field. I sang my song to conquer loved ones. I sold my voice to him who paid to sing his lady gentle love songs and lend his passion subtle shade. But when my silver-throated praises at length did melt her heart to stone, he paid me and they both departed and left me there to sing alone. I sang my song at fair and market, a song much bonnier than before. Amid the pigs and geese and cattle, I sought to please the crowd once more. I sang to win applause and favour, songs of the cuckold and the whore. But though I gladly took their money, I missed the songs I'd sung before. I sang my song at mill and coal pit, my voice all cracked with dust and fumes. I took my tune from the factory sirens, and I took my rhythm from the looms. But whether anybody listened or paid attention, I can't say, for I could not stand the smoke in the chimneys. So I packed me bags and moved away. I sang my song at times of anger and found new purpose in my rhyme. At king and queen I'd point the finger and bid them see the nation's crime. How bitterly did I condemn them, all those who leave the poor oppressed. But the time was not yet ripe for changes. I hung at Tyburn with the rest. My eyes are tired, my voice grows weary, my fading memory nearly gone. I've sung my song for Lord and Lady, I've raised my voice for common man, until there's no more time for singing, until we reach the story's end. I'll always find the strength within me to rise and sing my song again.
Oh, well done. So that song was written by Graham Pratt, who runs the Sheffield Folk Chorale, which is a 90-voice choir, I think, that practices in Sheffield Cathedral, they perform with. And it was very belatedly that I discovered a number of the most marvellous songs that John and John Martin did. We're all off the same album.
The same album.
Graham Pratt.
And I got that album because at the age of 14 they came to my local folk club. And I heard that song and just had to learn it immediately. Yeah, it was great.
Well, I might do another song if that's okay. And it's a song that anybody who's in the folk choir will probably know. And let me just get a note. Oh, yes. Fading away like the stars in the morning, losing their light in the glorious sun. Thus shall we pass from this earth and its turning. Only remember for what we have done. Only remember, only remember, only remember for what we have done. Thus shall we pass from this earth and its toiling. Only remember for what we have done. Only the truth that in life we have spoken. Only the seed that in life we have sown. These shall pass onwards when we are forgotten. Only remember for what we have done. Only remember, only remember, only remember for what we have done. These shall pass onwards when we are forgotten. Only remember for what we have done. Who'll sing the anthem and who'll tell the story? Will the line hold? Will it scatter and run? Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remember for what we have done. Only remember, only remember, only remember for what we have done. Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remember for what we have done. Only remember, only remember, only remember for what we have done. Shall we at last be united in glory? Only remember for what we have done. I chose that song because it was used in Warhorse, which was the stage show that John was in 2013, which I think he regarded as the highlight of his entire career, despite 20 years of touring with Cloud Street. And it may be that the reason for that was he got a dressing room and someone washed his socks every day.
And a fancy
And
razor.
I
And a fancy razor and a pair of boots. So easily bought.
Yeah.
Well, they gave him money as well.
Oh, yeah, but you know, sometimes we got money with Cloud Street too.
Well,
And a
how big a pile would it make? You know why you got a small pocket in your jeans?
And there's a whole
That's for all the money you make as a musician.
Have you got?
Who has got one that's ready to go? Bob and Laurel have got one that's ready to go.
And Helen.
And Helen.
Testing my quiet.
You got to talk or am I going to talk?
You're going to talk or I'm going to talk? No, I'm going to do. This is one of my songs actually, but what happened was in 2012, Nicole persuaded me to go to a national festival and do a concert of my songs with other festival guests doing them. Sure, very successfully organised by Nicole here, and John and Nicole covered one of my songs. And they said, which one do you want to do? And I gave them the song I wrote about a guy and his wife on the road who getting grumpy with each other. And it's called Crossroads of Love, and John and Nicole did it with a concertina and two voices. I've got it on video.
I remember John ringing up and
Bring up. Well, it's John here. That song of yours, when you go from C, what's that next chord? I said it's B7. See, I told you it was a B7.
He said, illustrating the song.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and first time I did one of my songs done like that.
it's called the Crossroads of Love.
Right?
No, no. Should we do an introduction?
Yeah.
Well, that's all very good, but it's been a while. Yeah, you do it.
At the crossroads of love where I sit every night. Traffic is heavy, but there won't dim their light. You said you'd meet me at midnight, but you won't say which day. At the crossroads and everyone's way down at the crossroads of love. Crossroads of love where every light streams. Hard to describe all the chaos I've seen. Still got the choice to go back where I've been, and all of the crossroads lie in between. He said I drove him crazy, so I just drove away. Now I sit at the crossroads in everyone's way. And I look for direction in the stars light up, down at the crossroads of love. At the crossroads of love, you said to follow you down. Road we all travel when you have to leave town. I see your face in the mirror, I see tail lights ahead. You're totally just painted, lights turning red down at the crossroads of love, where every light's green. Hard to describe all the chaos I've seen. Still got the choice to go back where I've been, and all of the crossroads lie in between. He said I drove him crazy, so I just drove away. And I said at the crossroads, everyone's way. And I look for direction in the stars light up, down at the crossroads of love, down at the crossroads of love.
Who'd like to jump in?
I will, because I've got to go on somewhere
Right,
else.
lovely, thanks, Simon.
So, one of the things that I like doing singing is singing and playing concertina, and that's one of the things that I associate with John. So, it's hard to pick. I was thinking, what's the signature John song? And of course, you just sang it.
Crossroads of love.
Yeah. And anyway, so I just a chorus one, which most of you will know. I've been and a little iron store. In the wee dark engine room, where the chill sleeps in your soul. There we huddle round the wee hot stove that burned all in our The fireman Paddy worked with me on the engine still and cold. Stranger to the truth was he. There's not a lie he hasn't told, and he boasted of his gold mine. I know how the hearts will run, and his body's sense of humour shone, just like a ray of sun. In the wee dark engine room, where the chill sings in your soul, how we huddle round the wee hot stove that burns all your eyes and cold. Wagon 7 days a week, with frozen hands and eyes in peak. Lonely days and wasted nights, taking grog and having fun. Some fish and wormy sunny, and fresh paradise the tree, as we shovel on to working home through the icy cold and sea. In the wee dark engine room, where the chill sinks in your soul, how we huddle round the wee hot stove that burned all your eyes and cold. Then one day we saw the sun, and the factory ships return. Make your old mates sing a song. Oh, the season's not too long, and it's homebound when it's over, and we'll leave this icy cold. But I always will remember that little iron soul. In the wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps in your soul, how we huddle round the wee hot stove that burned all your eyes and cold. In the wee dark engine room, where the chill seeps in your soul.
Remember, there was a living tradition thing we did in 1998. That was in that with John.
Oh, yeah.
And also in the Harry Robertson thing.
He always
with John.
cheered when you sang the penguin eggs bit, and the ten abreast, he always
Yes,
sort of like
John always sang me some of the filthiest songs, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
The one that used to sneak up behind me and go, kiss me under the balls at the pawn shop, baby, I meet you there late tonight. And the second verse was like, flush me out like a dummy, honey. Just the filthiest songs that I had.
Such immortal poetry.
Oh, God.
I'm saying I'm going to have to raise my game then on it.
Oh no, some of the limericks and little snatches of song that he had, that he would
phenomenal.
save up.
Is there anyone in the outside area that's waiting to sing a song and we've got to hop in? Just having a listen. Who's the next person that's got
What dough, a beer,
No, I need to buy new beer.
I can sing the beer song. song if you want me to.
Yeah.
A beer I like to drink. Ray, a vodka butty beer. Me, a bloke, I buy beer for my beer it is from me. So I think I'll have a beer. La 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 la. Tea, no thanks, I'll have a beer. That will bring us back to don't a beer I like to drink. Ray, a bloke who buys me beer. Me, a bloke, I buy beer for my beer it is from me. So I think I'll have a beer. La 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 la. Tea, no thanks, I'll have a beer. That will bring us back to don't beer, don't beer, You don't care what others think.
Have you got one? Lovely.
I've seen this one a few times at Red Hill and elsewhere, so Graham Moore song. Farewell to my family, it's now I must leave you. That fatal shore in chains we shall see. Although we are taken, do not be mistaken. As brothers in union we shall be free. They can bring down our women, starve all our children. In chains they can bind us and steal all the land. They can mock our religion and our families divide us. They can break the oath of a tall puddle man. To those who rule us, we are the dissenters. Do your duty, be thankful, don't complain. We're taught, for God in his wisdom divided his kingdom, the few to have much while many have not. They can bring down our women, starve all our children. In chains they can bind us and steal all our land. They can mock our religion till our families divide us. They can break the oath of a tall puddle man. As brothers together, we an oath will bind us. The labouring man in all England shall rise, though Frampton has friends, they never will tame us. Arise, men and women will yet win the prize. They can bring down our women, starve all our children. In chains they can bind us and steal all our land. They can mock our religion and our families divide us. They can break the oath of a tall puddle man.
Well done.
Tag team. Get your livestock under control.
So, 2011, Beck and I recorded a song that I had written, a wee sort of walk sea shanty, and we sent it to Australia because we were still back in Scotland at the time, and Nick and John added multiple harmonies, I think, probably, to the chorus, which is. How does it start again?
At the beginning.
Be a lot of fun.
So long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. So that comes around after every verse. So long, you men of the sea, so long, and farewell to thee. It's been a long time since I set foot on shore, since the day that I left my true love at her door. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. I've seen all the sights from the Clyde to the Horn, where the waves wash the deck as you cruise through the storm. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. I've been north and south, where the whale fish do blow, where the lines were all hard and all covered in snow. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. And I've been to the lands where the cannibals roam, and to the Niles where it's blistering warm. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. But my bairns are grown up with their father not home. I'll go home to them now, and I ne'er more will roam. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. It's been a long time since I set foot on shore, since the day that I left my true love at her door. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee. And so long, you men of the sea, and so long, and farewell to thee.
I would like to ask Helena to sing the song that she's prepared.
I feel like the lady with the brontosaurus is.
Now you wanted to note, didn't you?
Yes, please.
What the words were, a homage to a lady, the purest of them all, the mother of the Christ child, a woman of great beauty, the one who bore the Son, who was the Savior of the soul. And we sang Ave Maria, and they taught us what the words were. The men in robes who loved no woman, but gave their lives to God. They taught us with their firm hands, they taught us with their firm hands, and we wondered on the love of Mary, mother of the child. And we sang Ave Maria, we grew to know what all the words were, the words of love and cruelty, of discipline and stone. They taught us all the things we mustn't do, and all the things we mustn't dream of. But I saw the love they spoke of shining through their eyes. And we sang Ave Maria, but we forgot what all the words were. The message of a mother who had touched the hand of God. The story of her sacrifice to give her life up for another. and the son she bore so painfully, who gave his life for love. And we sang Ave Maria, and we sang Ave Maria, Dominus tecum Ave Maria, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Santa Maria, ora pro nobis. Santa Maria, ora pro
Almost all of that, Latin. It's incredible what a Catholic education lays around in the back of your brain.
Can I bring things down a bit?
Oh,
You gotta go further.
Somebody's muggy by the side of the road. Someone's favourite pussy who forgot his highway code. Someone's favourite feline who ran clean out of luck when he ran onto the road and tried to pick a fucking key, David. I'm going to start that again if that's alright. Somebody's muggy on the side of the road. Someone's favourite pussy who forgot his highway code. Someone's favourite feline who ran clean out of luck when he ran onto the road and tried to argue with a truck. Yesterday he purred and prayed in his pussy paradise, decapitating Tweety birds and masticating mice. Now he's just 6 pounds of raw mincemeat that don't smell very nice. He's nobody's muggy now. All you love your pussy, be sure to keep him in. Don't let him argue with the truck is bound to win. And upon the busy road, don't let him play or frolic. If you do, I'm warning you, it could be catastrophic. If he plays out on the highway, I'm afraid that will be that. There'll be a last despairing meow and an awful squelching splat. And your pussy will be slightly dead and very, very flat. He's nobody's muggy, just red and squashed and soggy. He's nobody's muggy now. I apologise for the multiple keys here.
You've got a few, you might as well use them.
We were going to go for an hour, and we can go for longer if you like. And I'd like to finish with a couple of the classic John chorus songs, but there's a few that we could try. Would you prefer Homeless Beaver or Bill and the Bear?
Both.
Yeah.
The bear.
The homeless bear beaver.
Oh, important.
Come listen now, good people, here to a story of renown of the day 100 years ago when the circus came to town. Mr. Worth and all his gallant crew, they raised the big top high, and all the folk for miles around gathered under a canvas sky. And were you there in the clear night air when Williamson played
monster in a big top hat, and he smashed his way through the air. With a roar and growl, the cage went clang. It was Samson the mighty bear. And were you there in the clear night air when William Sinclair he fought the bear? Were you there to see William Sinclair when he wrestled the bear to the ground? He was 10 feet high, he was 9 feet wide, a mountain of muscle and fur. A mighty beast, just as black as the coal, the ground shook with his roar. Then the man with the whip, he called for quiet, not a sound from those who were there. I've a crisp 10 pounds for any man here, brave enough to wrestle the bear. And oh, were you there in the clear night air when William Sinclair he fought the bear? Were you there to see William Sinclair when he wrestled the bear to the ground? Bill and his family had come to see the show, his youngest newly born. The strongest man to ever walk the range, he'd carry his weight in corn. He sized up the beast with a glance at his wife, he slowly raised his hand. I'll have a go, he heard himself say, and then up struck the band. Stripped to the waist, Bill entered the ring, circling and bouncing round. First left, then right, till he lunged right in. The crowd didn't make a sound. They twisted and they turned as they wrestled and they grappled at the skin and the muscle and the hair. With a mighty roar, Bill threw Samson down. He raised his fist in the air. And were you there in the clear night air when William Sinclair he beat the bear? Were you there to see William Sinclair when he wrestled the bear to the ground? You've never heard a roar quite like the shouts with the midnight air. Bill was raised above all the hands of the crowd to the cheers of everyone there. And to this day, when you see the name of the famous Bill Sinclair, raise your glass and drink to the health of the only man to ever beat the bear. And were you there in the clear night air when William Sinclair he beat the bear? Were you there to see William Sinclair when he wrestled the bear to the ground? And were you there in the clear night air when William Sinclair he beat the bear? Were you there to see William Sinclair when he wrestled the bear to the ground? That's good, you all know that one. Did you know that the words to quite a lot of these songs are on John's blog? That's not John. That'd be creepy, wouldn't it? He made a blog in about 2014, I think it might have been, and it's called ozfolksongaday.blogspot.com. And it's got 367 songs on it, many of which are traditional Australian songs, but some of which are songs about Australian stories, including ones that he wrote. So you can often find the words to his songs on that blog. Oh, good.
He didn't really understand the Gregorian calendar, did he?
No, I think actually he did, Roger, but he had a couple of afternoon naps. And then when he woke up, he went, oh, I haven't done a song today. Even though he had. Because, yeah, there's too many, even for a leap year.
But he also said, when I questioned him on it, he said, I just had to be different.
So I do have somewhere here the words to Beaver, if we want to do that one. There we go. In 48, in Idaho, for houses the animals had to go. They turned for help to a man named Elmo, fish and game employee. What shall we do with a homeless beaver? What shall we do with a homeless beaver? What shall we do with a homeless beaver? Throw him from an airplane. Beavers, they move way too slow. From high and late they had to go. Their leader was called
What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people throwing from an airplane?
Elmo put them into boxes, boxes with automatic boxes that open when they hit the boxes and get freedom for the people.
What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people throwing from an airplane?
The beavers live there to this day. They tell their tales, they have their say. It is to Elmo that they pray, the sky god of the beavers.
What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people throwing from an airplane? What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people? What shall we do with the homeless people? Throwing from an airplane. The best.
Nicole, did you do that overnight for a song competition?
He did. At Illawarra, and he found it as a headline, and he went, "Oh, I'll stop the post that day."
Well, I can see it in this one.
She'll be finished with time as a temp. Oh, we don't know the green man either.
Because he came out specifically for and only for the green man. Basically, this entire side of the green man. Change his mind.
I tried to find the words and I haven't got them anywhere on my phone, and my computer has run out of battery.
Oh, well, at the time when the time is right, I want
Sorry, I couldn't find it. We have to do that one next year.
I'm sure I can find it.
I know. Exactly right.
Sorry, I didn't find that. Green man, traveler, reveler, unraveler, dreams and fancies, first to the hearts, older than old men, living in all things, Son, Father, and Saint. Long live the green man. First light of first morning, saw the green man there waiting. He saw the creation and joined in the dance of creatures who were around him. He grew again singing the first song of all, sing of the green man. The green man's a traveler, reveler, unraveler, dreams and fancies, from first to the last, older than old men, living in all things, Son, Father, and Saint. Long live the green man. Quietly watching and waiting and learning the storms and his fury, the lightning his love, the first gleam of spring is his beauty and glory, his stillness is power, in the trees is his heart. The green man's a traveler, reveler,
been sitting there considering that
Well, he's a well-known singer.
I think it's John.
It's John.
And he's not talking.
And he's the bastard that stole my lunch.
Means you got relations to that song.
Yes, we called into question his food stealing capability.
Time is a tempest, and we are all travelers. We are all travelers. We are all travelers. Time is a tempest, and we are all travelers, traveling through the storm. Our cities are crowded, our forests are falling, warm clouds above, angry voices are calling. 5 minutes to midnight, it's no time for stalling, it's time to share our load. So lift up your voices and sing on the wind and rain, sing on the wind and rain, sing on the wind and rain. Lift up your voices and sing on the wind and rain, traveling through the storm. For time is a tempest, and we are all travelers. We are all travelers. We are all travelers. Time is a tempest, and we are all travelers, traveling through the storm. I've poisoned the oceans, we've dammed the great rivers, we've killed all the jungles, we're takers, not givers. They call it progress, well it gives me the shivers. We're in for a winter that's cold. So lift up your voices and sing of the wind and rain, sing of the wind and rain, sing of the wind and rain. Lift up your voices for coming and celebrating John again. It's so lovely to have a collective memory because songs that you bring are not the ones that I necessarily think of, but boy, they're really lively when you bring them. Thank you so much to everybody who's contributed today. That was wonderful.
Thank you, John.
Yes, thank you, John. For the great repertoire. I would particularly like to make Marie again because this wouldn't have happened unless that's right.
Hilariously, I think I remember the I'll so are we doing?
It's a very appropriate place for it.
Based on how many people came and at this time, it seemed like it was okay.
Yeah.
It worked, yeah.
Yes.
Which is good to know.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
For those of you who are about to hit the M1, I hope you see all the way up.
I'll be careful, the highway's blocked.
Mount Meru is pretty good.
What is it?
That's the main
M2 will not do. M3 not for me. M1 is the one, is the one, is the one. M4, what your favourite platform? M5, it's not nice to drive. M6, get out of your sticks. M1 is the one, is the one, is the one. M7, it don't go to heaven. M8 will make you run late. M9 is fine, it just isn't mine. M1 is the one, is the one, is the one. M1 is the one, is the one, is the one. M2.
That's why I held around.
And you're happy here, so come on together. No, Andrea. Andrea wrote the first verse and I had it.